Happy Monday and welcome to today's stretch and core. Hope you all had a great weekend. Today we have 5 exercises that we will be doing for one round. It'll be 3 sets per exercise, 40 seconds of work and 20 seconds of rest. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate what our 5 moves will be, and then we'll go ahead and get into the workout. So starting on our backs, legs bent, feet flat, arms extended over our chest. We have a 3-level crunch. So coming up just so the shoulders come up, and then laying back down, up again, so just half the back is off, and then one final time to come all the way up for your entire back to come all the way up, and then laying back down and repeating those 3 levels. Then we're going to go ahead and stay on our back, extend our legs out. We're going to raise them up into a leg raise and then come on out, making a half circle. So we have a leg raise and then coming down into a circle. As always, making sure that lower back stays nice and flat, not letting anyone pull out that imaginary towel there. And if you'd like an extra challenge, you can either keep your hands above your chest, or if you have a weight, you can hold it over, coming up and then back around, just making sure that that back does not arch whatsoever, always making sure that lower back stays nice and flat. Then our third exercise, we have our heel tap to our toe tap. So we're going to keep our feet in the air, legs bent, arms over our head. We're going to swing around to lift our shoulders off the ground, tap our heels, lay it back down, and then slowly and in control, you're pressing that lower back down as you lower the toes, just for a nice quick tap, and then you're bringing it back up, shoulders up, heel tap, shoulders back down, lower the toes just to touch the ground. Then we're going to go ahead, sit it on up for our Russian twist, your 2 versions. You can either keep the heels down, toes up as you keep that back nice and straight, twisting those hands outside of the hips, or if you'd like a little bit of an extra challenge in both your core and your balance, you can lift the feet off the ground. And then again, hands coming outside of those hips. And then finally, our last exercise, Deadbugs, laying on our back once more, legs in the air, arms over our chest. We are going to alternate extending out one arm and that opposite leg, bring it back in, and then switch sides. And again, always making sure that lower back stays nice and flat the entire time. If it begins to arch, you can always modify it by, instead of extending the leg out, you're going to keep it bent and just drop the toe down, just like we did in that heel tap to toe tap. So we are going to go ahead and get started laying on our backs for our 3-level crunch. Feet should be flat, legs bent, arms extended over your chest. And of course, if you have a weight or dumbbell you want to hold on to, you are more than welcome to. 3 levels. That first level, just the shoulders, then half the back, and then the entire back off the ground. We have 3 sets, 40 seconds of work. We're going to go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up for just the shoulders. Back down, up, half the back down, and then finally all the way up, full sit up. Making sure you're keeping that chin off your chest. Try not to use any momentum to help you up. We have 10 seconds. Let's go ahead and relax. We're going to do 2 more sets of these. Lay it back down, legs bent, plant those feet, arms over our chest. We're going to sit it up in 10 seconds. Keep your chin off that chest, crunching it up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up, down, half the back, and then the entire back. We have 20 seconds. go ahead and relax. We just have one more set of these, and then we are done with them for the day. Planting those feet, legs should be bent, keeping that back on the floor, arms over our chest. Let's crunch it up in 3, 2, 1. Just 10 more seconds of these crunches, and then we will be done with them. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's lay it on down. Extend those legs out. 2 options. Your hands can either be under your hips, or you want that extra challenge, raise them up over your chest. We're going to come up into a leg raise, and then separating those legs out into that circle till they meet down at the bottom. 2, 1. Bring the legs up. Bring them out. Half circle. Meet at the bottom. Again, don't let anyone pull that towel out from under your lower back. Press that back nice and flat to the floor, pulling the belly button in. We have 10 seconds. 2, 1. Let's rest. Drop the feet back down. Keep those legs extended. And again, your option to either keep the hands under the hips, or if you want that challenge, go ahead, raise them up over your chest, keeping those arms nice and straight, legs coming up in 3, 2, 1. Kick it up. Bring it down. We have just over 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let's relax. Just one more set of these. Grab some water if you need to, and then lay back down, legs extended, hands either under the hips or over the chest. 2, 1. Raise it up. Last time. We have 3, 2, 1. Relax. Bring the knees in, lift the feet up off the ground. Bring our arms over our head. We're going to swing our arms around, crunch it up to tap the heels, and then when we lay down, tapping our toes. 3, 2, 1. Swing it around, tap the heels, bring it down nice and gently, pull the belly button in, and then lower the feet. Two, 1. Let's relax. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. We got 2 more sets of these. Staying on our backs, tucking those knees in, lifting our feet off the ground. Raise those hands over your chest or over your head. And if you have a weight, 2, 1, let's swing it around. If you have a weight, instead of, you're just gonna raise it over your head until it comes over your shins. And then when you lay down, same thing, drop those toes, nice quick tap, pick them on up, and then repeat for that next rep. One, let's relax. We just have one more set of these. We have 10 seconds, our last set. Pick those feet up. Let's swing our arms around. In 3, 2, 1, bring it around. 10. We're gonna sit it up. In 3, 2, 1. Let's sit it on up. Slowly coming on up. You can either heels down, toes up, or if you want that challenge, go ahead, pick the feet up off the ground once it is time, and then hands coming outside of the hips. Nice little twist for our Russian twist. In 3, 2, 1. Twist those hands, bringing them outside of the hips. And if you are picking your feet up off the ground, hovering, just make sure those feet stay uncrossed. Don't want to throw your hips off balance. Making sure squeeze those shoulder blades back nice and straight. Yeah, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Gonna do 2 more sets of these and then we're already done. Keeping it moving. Keep it going. Oh. You guys are doing awesome in 10 seconds. We have 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Sorry guys, my speaker came. My speaker is not working, so now you guys should be able to hear me. Hopefully, thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Yes, yes.
I hear you.
1, let's go ahead and start our last set of these Russian twists. Twenty seconds, keep it moving, keep it working. We're gonna have our last exercise after we are done with these twists, just 10 seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. We can go ahead and relax. We're going to bring it down to the floor, laying on our back once again. Picking our feet up, this time arms over our chest, and we're going to alternate leg, opposite arm. Hold that belly button in, nice and flat. We have 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Extend it out, alternating what you extend out with each rep. And if you're holding a weight over your hands, you're just going to extend out both arms overhead at the same time. And if you need to modify it, if your back keeps arching before you can fully extend, just keep those legs bent and drop it down for some toe taps. Two, 1. Let's relax. 2 more sets, and then we will get to move into our stretching portion. Arms up, feet up. Let's extend it out in 4, 3, 2, 1. Arm, opposite leg, switch sides. Keep that back nice and flat. And if you cannot, it's okay to have to modify it down into those toe taps by keeping those legs bent and just dropping the feet to the floor. Two, 1. Let's relax. We just have one final 40-second set. Keep those legs bent. Let's bring our arms up. Pick the feet up. We're in our dead bug position. Extending it out in 3, 2, 1. Last set. Just 40 seconds. Fifteen seconds remaining. Press that back into the ground. Keep it nice and flat. Don't let that towel be pulled out. We just have 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and relax, and you're just gonna roll it over onto our stomach as we come into our stretching portion. So laying on our stomach, legs extended. Let's go ahead and bring our hands in next to our chest. And we are going to take a nice big inhale as we press it on up into our Cobra. Slight lift of the chin just to stretch out that core. Go ahead, take a nice deep exhale and slowly lower your chest to the floor. Gonna take a nice big inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale it back up, extend those arms. This time, go ahead and turn and look over that right shoulder. And then let's go ahead, exhale it back down to the floor. We just have one more of these. Let's go ahead, inhale it up. Press through your hands, extend those arms, and turn and look over your left shoulder. And then let's go ahead, exhale it back down. This time, keeping our left hand where it is, let's extend that right arm out to our side. We are gonna push off that left hand to roll onto our right shoulder, kicking our left leg behind the right. You can go ahead, drop your head down to the floor, just stretching out our right shoulder at this moment. And then let's go ahead and roll it back onto our chest. Bring that right hand in, extend the left arm out, and this time push off the right, roll onto that left shoulder, drop the head, stretching out that left shoulder. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's bring it back onto our chest. Bring both hands in now as we push up and bring it back into our child's pose position. Sitting on our heels, feet together, knees open wide, palms reaching as far as you can. And then slowly drop your forehead to the floor. Bring your chin to your chest. Unlock that lower back. And then let's go ahead and slowly walk our hands over to the left. Reaching that right hand as far as you can. Feel that stretch running through the right upper back. And then we will go ahead and walk our hands over to the right. Reaching that left hand as far as you can. Let's go ahead, bring it back center. From here, we're gonna pick our forehead up off the ground, and we're gonna raise our hips up as we slide our hands forward, coming into our puppy pose. Hips should be as high as they can in the air, palms as far forward as you can reach them, and then go ahead, drop the forehead back down, and then melt your chest into the ground. Feel this stretch in your upper chest and through your shoulders. We have 3, 2, 1. Pick the forehead on up. Slide the hands on back into quadruped position, hands and knees. We're going to go ahead, step our right foot forward. Align the knee and the ankles as we come into this low lunge. Sink those hips. And then as we keep our left hand down, let's go ahead and pick the right hand up. Twist it to the right, looking up at your hand if you can. And then we're gonna go ahead, bring it back down. From here, keeping our hands on the floor, we're gonna take our right foot and take a few steps out to the right and turn our toes completely out 90 degrees to the right as we drop it down onto our forearms in this lizard pose. You should feel this stretch still running through your left hip flexor, but now also in your right inner thigh. We have 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, press it back up onto your hands. Step that right foot back, and we're gonna switch sides. Same flow, just on that left side now. Step that left foot forward, align the knee and the ankles. Sink those hips, stretch out that right hip flexor. And then we're gonna go ahead, keep that right hand down, pick the left up, twist it on up, shoulders stacked, making sure you're looking up at your hand if you can. And then let's go ahead, bring it back down, both hands on the floor. We're taking that left foot a few steps out towards the left, turn the toes 90 degrees, and then let's go ahead, drop it down, forearms, stretching out, right hip flexor and your left inner thighs. Then let's go ahead, press it on up, step that left foot back into quadruped position. We're gonna go ahead, pick the knees on up and come into our downward dog, upside down V. Push those shoulders back, bring your chest to your thighs, and then go ahead and slowly pedal out those heels. Maybe you hold one side down for a few seconds before you switch. Just depends on how tight or how loose you are feeling at the moment. Stretch out those calves. Still pushing those shoulders back though. And then let's go ahead and slowly walk our hands back to our feet. Forward fold. If you can touch the floor with the legs straight, that is great. If not, go ahead and bend those legs so that you can reach the floor. We're gonna go ahead, take a nice big inhale up, sweeping our arms overhead in 3, 2, 1. Inhale it up. Sweep the arms overhead, nice big inhale. Go ahead, place those palms together. Exhale those hands down in front of your chest. Let's interlock those fingers as we push our palms away from us and round out the back, chin to chest. And then let's go ahead, inhale it all. Back up, arms overhead. Get in one extra back bend. Just nice and easy, no pain. And then let's go ahead, bring it back center as we exhale it back down, forward fold one last time. Stretch out those hamstrings. Let's go ahead, bring our hands behind our back this time. Interlock those fingers and raise them on up so that we can stretch out our shoulders as we fall deeper into this hamstring stretch. Just let your head hang. We have 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, drop the hands back down to the floor nice and slowly. One last stretch for those hamstrings. And then we're going to slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is all I have for today's class, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me, and sorry about the speaker issue earlier. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you guys later this week, if not next week.